Very good morning to all of you students. Okay, I think you all have refreshed after enjoying your vacation. Okay, but students, it is very necessary and it is essential to continue our studies. Okay, as learning shouldn't be stopped. Okay, so we will back with our studies. Okay, so students, we will start the chapter number 3rd of the geography, that is motions of the earth. Okay, motions of the earth. As you know student, the earth is continuously in motion around the sun as well as around its in own axis also. Okay, so because of that the seasons and the days and nights are occurred. Okay, so here students, the earth has two types of motion. The earth has two types of motion. How much types of motion? Two types of motion. So which are these two types students? These two types are, first one is the rotation and second one is the revolution. And students, both this movement and both these motions are very necessary and very essential for the life, for the earth. Okay, so first one is the rotation. So here we define the rotation. What is the rotation? So rotation is the movement of the earth on its own axis. Okay, like this. Okay, rotation is the movement of the earth on its own axis. Okay, so that is the definition of rotation. Okay, so here student, the question arises in your mind, how much time is taken by the earth to complete the one rotation? So student, the earth takes 24 hours. The earth takes 24 hours to complete the one revolution. Okay, the earth takes 24 hours to complete the one rotation. Okay, now another one is revolution student. So here we define the revolution. What is the revolution? So revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path. What is the definition of revolution student? You can repeat after me or you can note down in your books also. Okay, revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path. Okay, the path should be fixed. Okay, and this path is also called as orbit. Okay, so revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path. Okay, and while rotation is the movement of the earth around its in own axis. Movement of the earth around its own axis. Okay, it's called as a rotation, and movement around the sun is called the revolution. So here, as I told you student, the revolution is done on the special path, and this special path is called as the orbit. Okay, and earth always revolves around the sun in the special path, and this special path is known as the orbits. Okay, and there are some planes also which are formed by the orbits. Okay, so the plane formed by the orbit is known as the orbital plane. Okay, the plane formed by the orbit is called as the orbital plane. Clear all of you students? So as I told you student, the days and nights are caused by the rotation of the sun and the earth, the rotation of the earth. Okay, so how the days and nights are caused by the rotation of the earth? So the earth rotates like this around the sun. Okay, so when the earth is rotating, so it is necessary and it is absolutely only the one part of the earth will face the sun. Only the one part of the earth will face the sun. At one time, only the one part of the earth will face the sun. Okay, so on that part only the sun rays will fall. Okay, so student, here what I want to say, the portion facing the sun experiences the day. Okay, the portion which faces the sun rays, at that places the earth experiences the day. Okay, and the other half which is not receiving the sun rays, okay, and which doesn't receive the sun ray, that part of the earth experiences night. Okay, so it is dependent on the rays of the sun, on which part of the earth the rays of the sun will fall, and according to that the days and nights on the earth will occur. Clear all of you? In short, in simple way, student, you can say that the part on the earth which the sun rays will fall, that part experiences the day, and the remaining part will experience the night. Okay, and then again next the remaining part will again experiences the day, and the next part again will experiences the night. This cycle continues. Okay, students? Okay, now as you know, the earth is divided into two parts. On one part there is a night, and on one part there is a day. Okay, so it is a circle. Okay, and this circle is called as the circle of illumination. Okay, the circle that divides the day from night on the earth. Okay, the circle that divides the day and night on the earth, this circle is called as the circle of illumination. Okay, because it is very necessary and it is essential that, student, at one time the entire earth doesn't experiences a day. Okay, the whole earth doesn't experiences a day altogether. Okay, so at one part on the earth, at one part, if there will be a day, then definitely on the other part it will be a night. Okay, so the circle that divides the day and night is called as the circle of illumination. Clear all of you, students? Now as I told you, student, I told you the time of rotation. How much time I told you? Yes, 24 hours. Okay, the earth takes 24 hours to complete the one rotation on its axis. Okay, so this statement is also told by the Aryabhatta, the famous astronomer of the India. Okay, the earth rotates on its axis, and it's take the 24 hours to complete the one rotation. Okay, now when we talk about the revolution, student, so how much time will be taken to complete the one revolution by the earth around the sun? Okay, so earth takes 365 days and 6 hours. Again I repeat, students, if you want to note down, you can. The earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete the one revolution. 365 days and 6 hours to complete the one revolution. Okay, but when we talk about the year, okay, how much days we are considering in the year? So we consider only 365 days in a year. That remaining 6 hours we ignore, or we put aside that remaining 6 hours. Why we put aside? Because these 6 hours we add in every year. Okay, we add these 6 hours in every year, and this 6 hours at the 4 year, after 4 year, this 6 hours. Okay, so 6 4s are 24. So students, this 24 hours makes a complete full day, and this full day will be added to the month of February. So after every 4 years, the February has 29 days. Okay, after every 4 years, the February has 29 days. The February month has 29 days, and this year is called the leap year, that comes after every 4 years. Okay, because of this remaining 6 hours of the revolution of the earth around the sun. Clear all of you? What is the leap year, student? Okay, leap year is the every 4 year that comes around after that leap year comes around after 4 year. Okay, and this 6 hours after 4 year it becomes a 24 hours. Okay, 6 4s are 24, and this full day 24 hours, it means a full day, and this full day will be added to the month of February. Okay, and then it is called the leap year. Clear all of you students? Now next part, student. Okay, that is the season changes. Okay, seasons. Okay, we all know we have 3 seasons. Mainly we have 3 seasons: summer, winter and monsoon. Right now summer season is going on. Okay, so season changes due to the change in the position of the earth around the sun. Okay, seasonal changes also occurred due to the movement of the earth around the sun. Okay, so that is because of the different type of solstice. Okay, now within a few minutes we will take the description of the solstices. Okay, but before that I will show you how the days and nights occurred. Okay, how the days and nights occurred on the earth. Okay, here you picture, can you see students, how days and nights occur because of the earth and sun. See, this part of the earth that experiences the rays of the sun, so that's why this part is day, this part is having day, while the remaining, the back part, the part that facing the back side, that experiences the night. Clear all of you students? Okay, so by this way the days and nights are occurred. Clear all of you? Yeah. Okay students, so thank you so much. The remaining part we will take in the next video. Thank you so much and take care of yourself. Goodbye students.